we're doing, you know, super easy gourmet cheats, so that we're gonna do simple recipes, but make them look really pretty.
Right.
So everybody thinks you were just going to town in the kitchen. This is mushroom cheddar soup in a bread bowl. That's
Yes,
something
it
you
is.
get at a restaurant.
It is. Restaurant fare. I want to show you. We're going to do the soup first, then I'm going to talk to you about little things that you can do to make everything look fancy, okay?
Okay.
We've caramelized onion. In this case, very important because you really want to add that sweet edge to the soup, okay? You're going to put in, of course, lots of mushrooms, and so you're going to saute those. I'm going to get that out of the way. Now, if it wasn't for television, I would be sauteing these a little bit longer.
I know. We
but
speed everything up around
do
here.
that. We cannot do that, okay?
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is, to
tell
make
me.
this gourmet mushroom cheddar soup, we're
Yes.
going to use soup.
Okay. That makes sense to
I
me.
know. Now let me tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Parents in the work week do not like making creamed dishes, even though their family may love them.
Because it feels like a lot of work, right? You got to sit there, you got to make it all work together, you got to put the milk in slowly, you got to make sure the consistency is right.
You are
all
dead
those
on.
things.
A cream sauce takes one of two things, and usually both: patience or fat.
Right.
Okay?
That's true.
So if you're
Let's
using
go with fat.
if you're using milk,
Yeah.
chances are you have got to babysit this. It needs a lot of patience.
It
It needs a
does.
lot of patience. If you're using a lot of fat, something really, really high in fat, it needs less patience, but you still have to kind of babysit it.
Okay.
What I find is that why not, again, use a helper where they figured out some of the stuff. You can cut down on the fat, use the soup to help you make a gourmet soup.
Right.
The nutritional data is amazing. Way less fat.
Okay, so that's just milk, 2%?
This is, now I'm using an almond milk.
Oh,
and I
you're using
wanted to
almond
talk
milk.
about that for a second, because for a lot of people, they can't eat, and I'm one of those.
Dairy.
Not a lot of dairy. I love dairy, but I can't have a lot of it. So when I make my cream sauces, one of the things that I do is I put in almond milk often.
Okay,
Not
and you don't
always.
find that it does anything to the flavor?
Does
It's
not
okay.
change the flavor in most recipes. In most, use the plain one.
Oh,
now, if you
right.
want to punch up the flavor for cheddar, here's what you do: add a little bit of Parmesan or the stinky cheese. It's great. it really adds a lot of flavor. Then you're going to put in a whole bunch, a handful, about a cup and a half of
Cheddar.
grated cheddar. Okay. And your soup is done.
Okay. Well, that's amazing because the show is done.
Okay.
So you can open the bowl, or we can show them right there. It's cityline.ca for the recipe. But really, what we're trying to get you to do is be healthy at home.
Yes.
Don't go to takeout. Do it in your own kitchen. Sandy, thank you for that. Cheat a little.
Cheat a little.
We'll see you next time on Cityline. Have a good one.